Hey, how are we all today? So, we had a kettlebell and a mat. We're going to work through full body workout. We're going to do some weight work on our muscles and our back and our arms and our core and everything all at once. So, we're going to go through 4 exercises twice, 3 different sets, if that makes sense. So, it'll be a wee bit faster than the usual one, because when I've shown it to you the first time, we'll go flying straight through it the second time and I won't have to be stopping and starting for you to demonstrate. Just means you'll get into a bit more of a flow hopefully today than we have been for the last while with everything one after the other. That makes sense in my head. Anyway, so we're going to get ready to go. We're going to get into our warm-up. For the workout, if you don't have a kettlebell, any weights will do it all for most of them, but for the kettlebell swing, if you don't have a kettlebell, I'm going to show you the glute bridge while we do the warm-up. And that is what you'll do for the kettlebell swing instead. And then the rest, all you even need are 2 dumbbell jars or jam jars or whatever you have that has a wee bit of resistance just for the shoulder press and the row, okay? So when you're ready, open your windows, get your mat out, and we'll get on our toes now in about 10 seconds and we'll get warmed up. Again, if you have music, guys, turn it up. And enjoy having it to work with. So, bring it on the toes. Nice and light on the feet, guys. Let's do this. Come on, we can do it. So again, you can just march this. Do whatever you have to do to get your heart rate up. You can speed it up if you wish. Get the knees a wee bit higher. Let's bring it into jumping jacks. So again, my hands go above my head as my legs go out, or I can alternate here. If you're doing this one, make sure you keep those hands at shoulder height, okay? None of this. Good, keep the arms up. Forward and back now into your stride. Remember here, you can step back and forward into a power strike. Or go high and pat here. Soften those knees as you land. Good. Heart rate up. Yeah, it is. Back to jacks. Come on. And jog it out. And breathe. Big circles now with the arms. Nice from the shoulders, that's it. Nice and big. Back the way now. Do, 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 do. Arms go out and forward. 2 more. Breathe out. Diagonal. So you want to make a nice diagonal line from hand to hand. And you're going to switch sides now. That's it. Get those shoulders woken up this morning. Excellent. Now, shoulder rolls up and down. Breathe out. 2 more. 1 more. It's really good as well to do that throughout the day, especially if you're working at a desk or a computer. Just keep those shoulders down where they're supposed to be. Bring it down onto the floor. Hands underneath your shoulders. Pelvis tucked in. Bring in the knee for mountain climber. Let's go for a few moments. Get the hips woken up. Widen the legs a little bit. Again, mind the hips. Don't go here. Tip them to here. Squeeze that core. And then you're going to stretch up 3 times each side. So you count your own time here. Hand goes directly below my shoulder. And then I recenter and I reach. I don't put my hand back at the top, guys. It just goes to here. And then I come forward. Look at the hips are staying low as much as we can. And I'm down. You've got 3 to do each side. Good. I want you to come onto your back then. And I'm just going to show that bridge for those of you who don't have a kettlebell handy today. So you're going to lie flat. Try and get the spine flat onto the ground. Shoulders are back flat as well. Hands are by your side, not under the bum. And you're going to take this pelvis slowly up towards the ceiling. So it's not the tummy that's going up, it's the pelvis. So you really have to push up through, and you're going to squeeze the glutes here, and then you're going to roll back down through the spine nice and slowly. So sometimes you see people going, whoo. No, don't do that. Nice and slow, control up, squeeze 2, 3, down, control, 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3 to the top, and down. So that's your glute bridge. Let's do 4 of those now, just to get our hips and our butt going. Breathe out as you go up. Slowly down. 1 more. And then you're squeezing that bum and engaging that core the whole way up. Well done. Right. We'll bring it up. We are ready to go. So when I'm doing the kettlebell swing, if you don't have a bell, do that instead, because it's the same movement on the hips. And if you can get into a rhythm, especially if you have music going, you'll be flying. Right, so we are going to start off each of the 3 sets that we're going to do. We're going to start each one with a kettlebell swing. So we're going to do kettlebell swing. We're going to go to the counter or to the floor, whichever suits you, for a press up or push up. We're going to flip over onto our back for a reverse crunch. And then we're going to finish off with a wee sprint on the spot, straight back into a kettlebell swing, straight back into push up, straight back into reverse crunch, and straight back into a sprint. So do you see what I mean now about it? There's less thinking involved because you just have to go straight back into it rather than when we usually do 12 through and it's like, where am I going now? What am I doing? So we'll work it like that. And again, as always, if you want to do even more, you can do this 3 times each round. I'm going to do 2 today, but if you can do 3, go for it, okay? So you're starting off with your kettlebell swing. Just before I start into the round, teaching techniques here or points here. You start with the bell between your legs. You're going to push the bum back and reach for the bell. Swing it up as you come up. So we're going to take 2 or 3 swings to get to here. Watch, this is my point. I'm out here, my butt out, hit the bum, I control it up, okay? And then at the end, you slow it down like that. So when you're ready, we will get started in that. Get yourselves in position. Why are you not waking up for me, please? Sorry guys, I thought I had this done. Cancel, go away. Okay, there we go. Are you ready? Of course you are. I'm not ready, you are. Kettlebell swing, push up, reverse crunch, and sprint. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So as I said, I don't go straight to my top position, I build it up. I'm going to swing the bell control, and then I let it swing back down. If it hits you in the butt, you're doing it right. And then you don't bring it above your nose, halfway. It doesn't go any higher than that. You're controlling the bell is not controlling you. Keep that back straight, keep those arms straight, do not bend the elbows. 3, 2, swing down carefully now out of it, watch. That's it. So we always let the bell swing out. Go to your ground now for your push-up. Just checking, is that okay, camera? It is. I'm going to show how you want to do your first. So those of you who aren't really sure about the strength, who aren't able for it at the moment, straight line here. I'm going towards my chest, going towards the counter, and then I'm pushing straight up through. Okay? That's your practice point. Everyone else, to the floor. And we're getting ready to go in 3, 2, let's go. Straight line from your knees to your shoulders. I'm going to the floor. I'm pushing up through. Watch that again. My chest goes between my thumbs, and everything comes up and down in one movement. So if you're going here, and then you're doing this, and peeling yourself off the floor, try it off the counter instead. You need to be going with that press where it's here. Not here, here. So sometimes you're seeing people, 5 seconds, you see people doing this? No, your thumbs are coming to your nipple line basically, okay? 3, 2, and time. Well done. Flip it over now into our reverse crunch. So again, loads of variations here. Basic, knee comes in, heel goes up. In, up. Okay? 3, 2, let's go. So I'm coming in and up. If I'm in a basic move here, that's good. I can go a little bit higher if I want and a little bit lower here in the extension. Advanced, your head and shoulders are up and you're here. Heels to the ceiling, heels to the door or the wall. 1, 2. That's it. Nearly there. Keep going now with whichever one you're doing. 5 seconds. And bring it up. Well done. Straight onto the toes for your sprint. We're not going to stop here. 3, 2, jog it out. So we can just jog it. I'll call last 10 seconds so we can speed it up. Or again, just marching here. Whatever you need to do. With that reverse crunch, when we do it now for the second time, choose which one you're doing and stick to that. Never mind what I'm showing you or what I'm doing, because you're going to want to make sure that it suits you. Speed it up for 10 seconds. 3, 2, let's go. Three, 2, and time. Brilliant. Grab that kettlebell, we're going again. Ready to go? Pick up the bell. Swing it in. 3, 2, let's go. So I'm reaching, I swing. I find my position. Try to make sure that your heels stay on the floor. You see people sometimes doing this kind of, watch my feet here. I can't even do it with the bell because I'll hurt my back. Keep the feet flat on the floor. You do not want to be rocking on the heels. Push that back. And then bring it top. Out to my nose, back. My elbows are not bending. My hips are bending. 3, 2, and time. Back now to your push-up. When you're ready, again, I'm going here first. Straight line, chest to counter, push-up 3. If that's too easy, you know what to do. Go to the floor. 3, 2, let's go. If you are doing it off the toes, if you're advanced enough to do it and strong enough to do it, make sure you have a nice straight line from the heels down. You're going to go down as far as you can and push back up, okay? It's easier and it's not easier at all. It's just as beneficial to do it off the knees, especially for ladies when we have issues maybe with pelvic floor or our core isn't as tight as we think it is. 3, 2, and back. Swing it around onto your back now for your reverse crunch. You're flying, guys. 1, 2, 3, in and up. Ready? Let's go. In and up. So I can have my back on the floor, my head on the floor. I find it easier with my head up because it means that my back doesn't arch at the top. So the basic one is here. Again, there's nothing basic about this. This is going to kill if you do it right. You ever want to go lower the legs? I can. 10 seconds. Last 5. 3, 2, and time. Bring it up to sprint. Let's go now. That's it. You can do it. Last 10. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Grab a drink. Okay. Sweaty? Good. No bother here. The next round, I'll just give you about 30 seconds now to catch your breath. Keep moving, guys. Keep the recovery active. Remember when I say basic move, I don't mean that it's basic. I'm referring to the fact that it's a kind of a base version of the move. Everything else after that is modified and progressed. But the base plank, the base crunch, the base anything, the base lunge, base squat, All of those exercises are tight going, even in their base form. So please don't think, oh, I'm only doing the basic one. There's no such thing as only when you're doing this, okay? So you do what suits you. Next round, kettlebell swing again to start. Then we are going to hold on to the bell and we're going into that single arm row on each side. We'll do one side first and then we'll switch to the other. We're going to go onto the floor to do our plank. Again, base plank. There's nothing that fancy about it. Nice simple plank. And we're going to finish off then with jumping jack, kettlebell swing, back to our single arm row, down to the plank, and jumping jack. And that'll be round 2 done. So when you're ready, we're going to pick up that bell again. Again, if you're not using the bell, go to the floor for your reverse or for your glute bridge. Okay? So we're going to start. I'm going to lift this down onto the floor so I can see it while I'm doing it that way. When you're ready, pick up that bell, get yourselves in position, begin to swing up. 3, 2, let's go. So our kettlebell swing. Again, taking the technique, hit the butt, bottom, front, out, up. That's it. So flick the wrist at the bottom, but don't flick it at the top. You see people doing this kind of weird fancy thing at the top. You're going to just completely ruin the flow of the bell there, and it will pull on muscles in your back that do not need to be pulled on. So you stay in control of that bell. Your wrists are facing the ceiling, and then they flick at the bottom to let the bell swing and come back safely. And time. Hold on to that bell now. We're going to go hit the bell on the floor. Put your whichever foot you want. I'm going to get my right foot here. Big step back. Okay. Find your balance. Lean your elbow onto that knee. Lift. Let's go. Back to the hip and forward to the foot. Back. Now watch here at the bottom. Watch. I'm not going to the floor. I go to my biting point or my lifting point. So I don't let my shoulder fall forward. It stays up. And I squeeze my shoulder blades together in the top position. I want those elbows going back, not going up. So some people are going to do this. No, I want it back. Imagine you're putting that bell into your pocket. Okay? So that's what you want. 5 seconds to go, guys. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Set that down. Bring it down to your knees. We're going up. We're going into our plank. So again, from the knees, forearms, or the toes and forearms, whichever you can do. We're going to go onto our forearms here. We make sure our elbows are below our shoulders. And then I hips, low, squeeze my bum. Let's go. So I'm here, my toes are on the floor. I've pushed my pelvis towards the floor. I've tightened my whole core up. If this isn't doing anything for you, either your hips aren't low enough, do that and you'll feel it, or lift your knees and squeeze the bum. There's your plank. So again, hips are on the floor, they're down towards the floor, they're not up here, we're here. My core is squeezed as tight as I can squeeze it. I'm shaking now, it's okay, I'm allowed. If it gets too much, you just dip the knees and then lift them again. 3, 2, time. Well done. Bring it back up to jumping jacks. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, remember, here is fine. Whatever you can do. Go jacks. If you've got music on, go to the rhythm. Depends what the song is. You go at your pace. You're nearly there, guys. That's it. 10 seconds. Three, 2, time. Bell. Straight in. So remember, pick up your bell, plant the feet, start the shoulders, start the rhythm. 3, 2, let's go. Whoop, down, whoop, and back. So again, I'm pushing my bum back as the bell goes back. Bend the knees. Push the butt back. You hinge from the hips. And you control this bell. If you're on the floor doing the glute bridge, make sure that pelvis is in charge. Last 3, 2, 1 more, and carefully setting it down. I'm going to my other foot now. This way. And I'm going to bring the bell back to where I'm putting it into my pocket. Ready? Knee, balance, bell, let's go. Back to the pocket. Back to the pocket, squeeze the shoulder blades down as far as your shoulder allows you to go without slouching. Keep that back straight. Put the elbow onto the knee for balance. Nearly there. Keep that going. Work those arms. 3, 2, and set it down. Back to our plank, guys. Knees, elbows, pelvis, whirl, hold. Crunch that core. 3, 2, let's go. So I'm here. So I'm pushing my pubic bone towards my chest. I know that sounds weird, but it's the easiest kind of way to think about what you're doing. And again, if that's not challenging you at all, you need to go here. But keep that pelvis tipped forward. Keep that core squished up. Squeeze the glutes. Every single part of you should be squeezed at this point and engaged and tight. 10 seconds to go. If you're shaking, it means it's going right. You're nearly there, guys. We've got this. 3, 2, time. Bring it back up. Jumping jacks. Are you ready? I can hear some of you screaming at me from all over the world. Are you ready? Jumping jacks. 3, 2, let's go. That's it. Nice, find your rhythm. Halfway. Again, I'm squeezing the glutes here. Squeeze bum, squeeze bum, squeeze bum. 3, 2, time. Grab a drink. No, we're not finished. Whew. Just looking at this one. Should have done the next one first. But we've got this, haven't we? We have. We're going to go again in about 30 seconds. So the next round, what we're going to do is our kettlebell swing again. Yes, you're welcome. We're going to hold on to the bell then, and we're going to shoulder press. So watch here. When I have the bell in my hand, or the weight in my hand, and I push it up, look how my elbows stay facing you. I get to this straight position at the top, my elbows stay forward as I come back down. I don't do this, I don't do this. I have a nice tucked core, elbows are forward, and I end up with my arms kind of hitting my ears, and then down again, okay? So you control it like that. We're going to go down onto the floor then for a lovely, again, a base move, a crunch, nice basic crunch. There is nothing more effective than a basic crunch. And then we're going to flip it over and finish off with some lovely mountain climbers, same as what we did in the warm-up. So when you're ready, we're going to finish off this workout now. I don't know about you, but I am absolutely soaking already, but it's such a good feeling to get this done. So, kettlebell swing, get your bell, get yourself ready. I'm going to count you in, so get you the swing going now as you get ready. And we're going to start to count it now. It should be at your nose in 3, 2, let's go. So kettlebell swing. Again, you're already in the middle of your swing here, and I'm going to catch up with you. Squeeze it at the top. Squeeze the bum. Squeeze the bum. You've got this. Come on. We're nearly there. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, and carefully swinging it down. Hold on to the weight now. Take a deep breath. Plant those feet. Soften the knees. Tuck the pelvis. Shoulders back. Let's go. So what I showed you, up and down. So this is fine. I have no real resistance here. If I was using the weights that I would use myself in the gym, it'd be a wee bit heavier. So I would find myself now using my knees to drive it up. So if you want to do that, if you find that the weight's a wee bit heavy, because you've been using it for the last half hour, let's be honest, push with the knees. Watch from the side how that looks like. So I'm not squatting, I'm just using my knees to push it through. Okay, if you don't need to, that's great, but it means that your weight probably could be heavier. Okay, 3, 2, and time. Well done. Bring it down onto the floor for our crunch, and then we're going to flip it over to our mountain climber. So on your back, again, I'm going to go with a basic crunch here, flat back, beginners, hands and thighs, lock it up here, freeze it, don't move anything else now, and squeeze here. So we're going to freeze it and squeeze it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and together. So up and down. Nothing else is moving. If you're doing this, then freeze it, squeeze it. It sounds silly, but it works. If that's not really going to challenge you enough, lift the legs into a 90-degree angle with the hands here now and freeze and squeeze. So the only muscles that are actually moving on purpose are here. And they're going to squeeze me up and bring me back. Note how I don't put my head and shoulders back each time. I'm up and down here. So you have another 5 seconds to go with whichever one you're doing. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Again, I'm trying to show different variations. I'm going to show another one the next time. So you stick to whichever one you've decided to do. Onto your front. We're going to do our mountain climbers now, and then we have 4 more to go. So hands underneath the shoulders, toes on the floor, hips low, let's go. Knee comes in. I'm going to go nice and slow here. I breathe in, I breathe out as my knee comes in. Listen. So it's almost like my knee is squeezing the breath out of me. If I want to speed it up, I still have to keep my hips nice and low. If you find now that your hands are way out in front of your head, you're going to go to climb, okay? You've got to come back in here and position yourself properly again and get that going. Find your own rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Again, music. Use the rhythm of that. Back up to the feet. Kettlebell time. Are you ready? 4 more to go. We've got this. We can do this. Come on. Ready? 3, 2, let's go. Backing up. Now. So you might be feeling this now, that's okay. You've done it, 6 times? Woo! You're halfway through. Just watch that the knees aren't turning out as you go back. Breathe. 3, 2, and grab that weight. We're going straight into that shoulder press. So kick the feet again. Tuck the pelvis. And let's go. I'm going to show you a different stance as well. 3, 2, 1, and up above. Slow and low. Push up through. Again, try and have it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that you're not into a weird push and then really slow. Or what some people do is go really slow up and then bring it down. You're going to hit your face doing that. If you find your back is arching, split your stance. Squeeze the bum, and that might help now with that. So there's always ways that if you find something happening in your body, we can modify to make sure that we're doing it safely. 3, 2, and time. Well done. Set that weight down. Bring it back to the floor for our crunch. Wait for you to sit down. Flatten the back. Head and shoulders are up. In position. Let's go. So again, freeze it. Squeeze it. Advance it a wee bit more here. If that's still not doing it, get those legs to the ceiling and crunch from there. You can actually reach up for the toes here if you want to freeze it here before you squeeze it. But remember, this is doing the same thing. There's nothing easy about it. Woo! Come on, let's go 5 more seconds. And one more, and time. Flip it over, we're nearly done. You've got this, last exercise. Plank position, again, toes on the floor, knees down. 3, 2, let's go. In, 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 in. You go with every rhythm you can. If that is too sore on the shoulders, I can go to the wall or the counter, and I practice it here. And when that gets to the point where it's too easy, I go lower, 15 seconds to go. And eventually, I'm here. Come on, you can do this. 3, 2, and done. Well done. Just roll down now onto your mat, onto your back, and we'll stretch you out. Woo. Now, heels, hands, let the muscles fall into the floor. No bother at all, Maria, I hear you say. Push the hands towards the wall and push your heels towards the opposite wall. And really feel the stretch through the body as you kind of elongate it out. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Well done. Bring those knees carefully in now and give them a wee hug. Head up, squeeze. If you want to rock side to side just slightly, you might maybe roll out of the back after the kettlebells. Hold on to the left knee, extend the right heel up to the ceiling. So again, there's my base stretch, right? If I want to go a little bit lower, I can. I'm still holding my knee here, or if you can, go low. So again, whichever you can do that stretches you. If you go to this movement and your back is just arched, you're too low. Bring your leg back up. Okay, and switch sides. So again, watch. I squeeze, I lift. I'm getting a good stretch into my hamstrings through the way doing that. Push the heel towards the ceiling now and you'll go, ow! Again, I'm going to go extend it a wee bit more, and I'm going to go a wee bit lower. But I don't have to. And bring it back down. Both feet onto the floor. Ankle onto knee, and just push that, push that knee out. Yeah, my hips are sore. Push that out, good. Reach through now and take this knee back towards your chest. And again, you can extend here if you wish. And switch sides. Again, push that forward. Oh dear. So you'll feel that right down into your hip flexors and right down into that kind of capsule there in the hip. And you feel it into your glutes as well. And again, I'm going to reach through and pulling it back. Rawr. Want to extend more just for the crack? Push the heel towards the ceiling. Oh, that's nasty. But it's so good. Okay, and down. Bring it onto your side now, or onto your front if you wish to roll on around. My arm is out here. I've got a straight line the whole way through my body. I'm going to bring my knees together and my heel to my butt, and I'm going to push my pelvis towards you. If I'm on the floor, I'm going to push my pelvis down into the ground, which I'll show you now. You're going to roll over to the other side. I'm going to do this just for those of you who want to see it on the floor. My hand is here for balance. My knees are together. I push my heel into my bum, and I push my pelvis into the floor. Oh my God, that is so good. Hands, legs down, hands under my shoulders. Squeeze the bum here now, and lift, raise the shoulders up. Don't work that lower back. You're going to extend the tummy and lengthen the spine. Bring the bum back onto the knees. Breathe. Up, 2, 3, stand. Push the hands out in front. Out to the side. Sit up to the ceiling. Down the front. Shoulder roll. 1, 2, last one. And time. Well done. A wee bit longer than usual today, but that was good. I hope you will. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. What I was saying about the base moves is that if you do what suits you, you're doing the best workout for you. You're trying to keep up with the Jacintas over the road, you're going to end up hurting yourself. So you do you. And as always, if you find that there's anything happening to you while you're doing those exercises that you think, oh, I wonder, is there a way I can fix that? That's what the comments are for, guys. That's what the page is for. Use it. Ask us the questions and we will give you the answers. And if it's a case that we need to come on and show you it, we will, okay? So that's what we're here for. We're with you all the whole way through.